You're listening to Gamer Girls Radio, sponsored by the Pink Controller. Welcome back for another gaming news update. It's the Big Saturday show. Game news from the last week. Hot and fresh.
Oh, yes it is.
And before we jump into the madness today, remember you need to like, comment, and subscribe right now so you never miss out on your news. And a massive shout out to our sponsor. You guys seriously have to check out thepinkcontroller.com because, I mean, it's basically the greatest source on the entire internet for all your gamer and anime-themed merch.
Oh, absolutely. Like, you need to get your merch and just strap in, because looking at this week's lineup of announcements from, the first week of August 2026, it kind of hit me. Gaming right now is completely defined by extremes.
Wait, extremes? Like how?
Well, we've got 10 wild stories today, and they prove that players are basically doing one of two things. You're either actively choosing to, terrify your actual nervous system, or you are desperately trying to regulate that exact same nervous system with, the coziest digital therapy imaginable.
Okay, I am totally here for this theory. I mean, I love a game that looks adorable but makes my blood pressure spike.
Yeah.
So where are we starting?
Right, so we're starting with a game that definitely disguises extreme stress behind this incredibly cute aesthetic. Our very first story comes to PC from BGG Studios, and it's called North Pole Workshop.
Okay, North Pole. Sounds festive.
Yeah, on the surface, it is this really charming 1 to 4 player co-op toy-making game. You play as an elf in Santa's workshop, and you're just running around picking up and throwing raw materials into these massive magical machines to pump out toys.
Hold on, so it's giving me, heavy chaotic cooking game vibes.
Yeah.
Is this basically Overcooked but with elves? Is this going to completely ruin my friendships during the holidays?
Oh, it is absolutely built from the ground up to test the structural integrity of your friendship.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, but the way it does it is actually brilliant, because the mechanics are entirely based on mobility and customization. You don't just run around. You actually equip different pairs of magical shoes that alter your gameplay loop.
Wait, magical shoes? What do you mean?
So, one pair might make you sprint twice as fast, right? Another pair lets you jump way higher over the machinery, and another totally changes the physics of how far you can throw an item across the shop floor.
Oh, that's actually really clever. Because, in most of those top-down games, the challenge is just the layout of the kitchen or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But here, if I have the throwing shoes, I essentially become like the artillery for my team.
Yeah.
I'm just launching teddy bear parts across the room to you.
Exactly. You're modifying the factory line on the fly, and you can tailor the experience, which is nice. If you just want to relax and look at the customizable wrapping paper and ribbons, you just set it to a casual 1-star difficulty.
Right, keep it chill.
But if you want to push your spatial awareness and communication to the absolute breaking point, you crank it to a 3-star timed run.
I can literally already hear the screaming over the voice chat. It's going to be so glorious.
It's the perfect kind of controlled chaos. But, speaking of running a business under immense pressure, our next story takes us from the wholesome business of making toys for Santa to a much, much shadier kind of retail simulator.
Oh, yes. I love a shady business simulator.
Yeah.
The virtual black market is always so much more lucrative. What's the game?
This is story number 2. It's called Probably Stolen, developed by Questing Goose Studio, and published by Tiny Build for PC. This is a gritty cyberpunk pixel art shop simulator.
Okay, I love the sound of that.
Right. You're basically running a storefront on the lower levels of this heavily dystopian space station. And the whole premise is that you sell goods of highly questionable origins.
Wait, so I get to be a cyberpunk fence? That sounds incredible.
It really is. The devs give you total freedom. You can specialize as a gunsmith, a chemist, a water merchant, or just a general fence for stolen tech.
Nice.
But here's where the danger comes in. Every single transaction is a huge gamble. You have to physically monitor the behavior of who you are selling to.
What do you mean? Like I'm reading their body language at the cash register?
Sort of, yeah. Because the person trying to buy that illegal plasma rifle, they could be station security running an undercover sting.
Oh, wow.
Or they could be, a radical revolutionary. If you sell to the wrong faction, you face massive security raids. Plus, there's a dynamic economy where your landlord is constantly jacking up your rent. Oh, and I should probably mention, there are rogue AI-augmented kidnappers roaming around that you literally have to shoot on sight if they wander into your shop.
Okay, wait, I have to pause you right there. Because between the landlord inflating my rent, the constant police raids, and having to literally shoot rogue AI, aren't I basically just paying money to have a digital panic attack? How is that fun?
I know it sounds completely overwhelming, but the risk-reward loop is just so addictive. It taps into that roguelike dopamine hit. You are constantly weighing your greed against your survival.
Right, just trying to make a quick buck without dying.
Exactly. Every day you survive feels like this massive victory because the system is just designed to crush you.
Okay, I see the appeal. It's the thrill of beating a rigged system.
Yeah.
But if we want to talk about rigged systems, there is no universe more rigged than our next one.
You are totally right. So transitioning from financial survival to brutal physical survival, our third story is a really massive announcement. Launching September 18th, we have The Walking Dead, Streets of Survival from Trailmark Games.
Nice.
And this is dropping on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and very notably, the Switch and the brand new Switch 2.
Okay, wait. The Walking Dead usually means a really slow, agonizing narrative adventure where I have to make like terrible choices about who gets to eat today, what kind of game is this?
It's a big twist. It's a single-player beat-em-up.
Beat 'em up.
Yeah. You are literally fighting through overwhelming swarms of walkers and gangs of saviors using these fast-paced melee combos. It is pure arcade adrenaline.
I am genuinely struggling to picture this. Does the colorful, arcadey nature of a beat 'em up clash with the notoriously bleak and depressing world of The Walking Dead? I mean, usually that universe is just human misery, not juggling a zombie in the air for a 50-hit combo.
I mean, it's a completely fair question, but I actually think it's a masterclass in reviving an exhausted franchise. The whole slow narrative dread thing has been done to death, right? Players are fatigued.
That's very true.
By shifting genres, Trailmark Games is letting players just offload all that emotional baggage through raw, kinetic gameplay. And there are huge boss battles against fan favorites like Winslow, the Will Walker covered in spikes.
Gross, yeah.
Plus you fight Negan and Simon. Oh, and if you pre-ordered the deluxe edition, you get the Arcade Apocalypse pack, which has an endless survival mode and a premium Rick Sim mode.
You know what? When you put it like that, it actually does sound incredibly cathartic to just take a baseball bat to ward of walkers and not worry about the moral implications.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about grinding out those combos. But speaking of grinding, our fourth story is actually about a developer doing the exact opposite. They are completely eliminating the grind in a huge MMO.
I'm listening. Please tell me someone is finally respecting my time.
They are. Pearl Abyss just dropped a massive streamlining update for Black Desert Mobile. They looked at the game and outright removed 7 recurring activities to reduce that repetitive grind.
Wait, removed?
Yeah. Things like Marowak Labyrinth and Castle of Nightmares, they are just completely gone.
I'm kind of shocked. Taking actual content out of an MMO is a huge risk. Usually devs are terrified of players running out of things to do, so they just keep stacking content until the game becomes like a second full-time job.
Which is exactly why this is so important. They moved the rewards elsewhere, and they totally fixed the PvP schedule. Activities like Black Sun and Night of Vengeful Souls, they now alternate weekly, and they actually doubled the rewards.
Oh, that's amazing.
But the best part is this huge quality of life update. Treasure items, like Ornette's Blessed Potion, are now shared across your entire family.
Oh my gosh, yes. That is huge. This is literally like finally cleaning out a deeply hoarded closet and realizing you can actually share all your favorite clothes with your siblings.
That is the perfect analogy. It completely removes the friction. Now, shifting from one massive mobile experience to another, our fifth story is about a massive mobile shooter making a huge jump to PC.
A mobile game escaping to PC. Which one?
Ubisoft just announced that Tom Clancy's The Division Resurgence is now officially available worldwide on PC via Ubisoft Connect and Steam.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, this free-to-play, mobile-first, third-person RPG shooter now has full cross-play and cross-progression between PC, iOS, and Android. It's set in NYC, features solo or 4-player co-op, and has signature PvPv modes like the Dark Zone, plus a 6-week roadmap with new classified ops passes.
I have to be extremely skeptical here, though. Can a game built mobile first actually hold its own on a PC against native PC shooters?
Yeah.
Usually those ports feel so hollowed out.
It's totally valid to wonder that, but modern engine tech is wild. The assets scale beautifully. It doesn't feel like a blown-up phone game because they built it to intentionally mirror the deep mechanics of the console games.
Okay, so it actually has depth. Good to know.
Definitely. But if the paranoia of getting backstabbed in the Dark Zone is a bit too much for your nervous system, our sixth story is going to aggressively pull that pendulum back toward pure relaxation.
Thank goodness my digital therapy session is starting. Where are we going?
We are heading to mid-2000s Tokyo.
Oh, I love that aesthetic.
It's for a game called ReStory, developed by Mandragora and published by Tiny Build. It's out right now on Steam for $19.99 with a 10% launch discount. This is a chill, narrative-driven electronics repair shop sim.
So like chunky tech and flip phones.
Yes. The vibes are incredible. You clean, fix, and restore nostalgic gadgets. And they even got the official license to feature actual Atari systems.
No way.
Yeah. You also have to use this clunky Y2K-era web browser to buy spare parts. And here's the best part. Your repairs actually affect the customer's branching storylines.
Wait, how does fixing a gadget change a storyline?
Well, depending on how you fix it or what data you recover, you might help a student finally confess his crush, or you might accidentally uncover a gangster's hidden secrets.
Oh my gosh, I love that. You're basically a neighborhood detective acting through a soldering iron. I am officially calling this the lo-fi beats to study into IT support to game.
That is exactly what it is. But if you want to push that cozy feeling to the absolute limit, our 7th story takes us away from the city and drops us onto an isolated island.
Bring on the island getaway.
Story 7 is Capy Castaway, out right now on Steam and Mac from Kitten Cup Studio and Big Blue Sky Games. It is a super cozy narrative co-op adventure. You play as Capy, a baby capybara, and Corvy, a really clever crow.
A capybara and a crow. Please tell me this is based on a true story.
It actually is. It's inspired by the real-life capybaras Bonnie and Clyde, who escaped from a Toronto zoo.
That is amazing.
The gameplay is so low stress. Capy can dig and swim, and Corvy can fly and carry Capy over obstacles.
Okay.
It's perfect for the Steam Deck, has a 10% launch discount, and there's a deluxe bundle featuring music by Mark Sparling.
Oh, and Capy can stack random things on her head.
Okay, I am formally declaring that stacking things on a capybara's head is the most historically accurate and important game mechanic of 2026.
Obviously.
But after building sandcastles, where does story number 8 take us?
Story 8 takes us into the living room because we are talking about completely renovating actual houses. House Flipper Remastered Collection is hitting shelves on October 2, 2026.
Wait, hitting shelves? Like physical shelves?
Yes, a massive physical release for the PS5 from Frozen Way and Silver Lining Interactive. It's priced at £44.99 or $49.99 in the US.
Hold on, I'm genuinely shocked. Is physical media truly back from the dead? Like, a legendary simulation game is getting a giant on-disc release in 2026.
It is, and the value is insane. It's an all-in-one disc that contains the remastered base game, PLUS, all 10 expansion.
All of them. All of them.
Yeah.
Dine Out, Pets, Cyberpunk, Apocalypse, seamlessly integrated, and the absolute best part, no voucher codes required. It is all right there on the disc.
That is phenomenal. That is true game preservation right there.
It really is. But as we swing that pendulum back one last time, our 9th story is going to completely rip you out of your beautifully renovated home and throw you into the ultimate corporate nightmare in literal hell.
Oh boy. The digital therapy is officially over. Let the suffering commence.
Literally. The game is called Your Suffering is Important to Us by Cold and Wet Studios. It's a comedic, incremental management game where you run a corporate office in hell.
Incremental management, so like a clicker game.
Basically. There's a free browser demo on itch.io right now, full game on Steam in Q4 2026. You hire staff who are called employees with an I, by the way.
Oh, that's terrible. I love it.
You spend your time rejecting ridiculous sinner appeals by slamming a giant button, and you smash piñatas to unlock uniforms. Oh, and you can record your own voice lines and compose deliberately awful music to pump through the office.
I have to be totally honest, I don't even need a simulator for this. I worked retail on Black Friday, and it is the exact same experience. The awful corporate music, the constant suffering. This is basically a documentary.
It is deeply relatable trauma. But while corporate hell is metaphorically scary, it brings us to our grand finale. Story number 10 is literally terrifying.
Okay, I am bracing myself. What is it?
It's a PC game called Quiet, developed by Line Games. This is a co-op horror playtest that got 30,000 requests in just 3 days.
Wow.
The premise sounds ridiculous. You and up to 3 friends play as stranded alien ducks trying to find ship parts in a house, but you are hiding from a highly aggressive, demonic grandma.
Alien ducks being hunted by a demon grandma. The indie horror scene is unmatched right now.
Yeah.
But what makes this different from all the other hide-and-seek games?
The innovation is that every single sound matters, including your real-world voice. The game requires a microphone. The dev just updated it so mic input fills her noise gauge slightly slower, but if grandma sees you hide, you're entirely cooked.
Wait. Are you telling me that if I actually sneeze in my real-life living room, my alien duck gets murdered by a demon granny?
Yes. You have to physically hold your breath in real life to survive if she gets close.
That is the most anxiety-inducing mechanic I have ever heard. Which actually totally proves your entire point from the beginning of the show.
Right. If you look at this whole list, gaming in 2026 is entirely about extremes. You are either stressing your actual nervous system by trying not to breathe in quiet or dodging rogue AI and probably stolen, or you are desperately trying to regulate that exact same nervous system by playing Capy Castaway and ReStory. It really leaves you wondering, are gamers just using these extreme horror genres as a kind of digital therapy to make the cozy games feel better?
That is such a wild, brilliant thought to leave on. Are the horror games just the medicine we take so the cozy games work better? You all are definitely going to have to let us know what you think down in the comments. Which extreme side of the pendulum are you playing this weekend? And remember, if you want to keep up with all the hot and fresh gaming news, you have to like, comment, and subscribe right now.
Absolutely, and please don't forget to treat yourself to some amazing gear.
Yes, head straight over to thepingcontroller.com for all the absolute best gamer and anime merch. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on the Big Saturday Show. We will catch you on the next update. Stay hyper, stay gaming, and we will see you next time. Bye.